With Mother's Day right around the corner, we wanted to give you a good idea of something you could make Mom that's really special and really easy. You want to see our take on steak and eggs? Stick around while we dig in. Hey, welcome back.
I'm Adam.
I'm Brett.
And we are
the WALTWINS.
If this is your first time here with us, though,
Welcome.
Consider subscribing and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything that we do here, whether it's in the backyard diner or anywhere we happen to be cooking. As long as we're cooking
And you're here with us, we appreciate it.
we're excited and happy to do it. And this one specifically, we pulled this one out as a Mother's Day cook, a breakfast that you could kind of be the champion. Something a little bit different.
Yep.
Big old slab of meat.
Yeah.
And some huevos.
And some huevos.
That's it. That's it. But it's really that simple, and you know what? Sometimes simple is the best way to do it. But Brett,
Yes.
I already mentioned it, but get to the groceries anyway.
Surprise, surprise, what we got, steak and eggs.
We are going to be using a little bit of butter
for this cook, for the eggs and for the steak.
Right.
And right now we've got the steak that has already been salted and peppered because we like to put that on early. Once the steak has been has sat out for 30 minutes to an hour to come to room temperature, then we put the salt and pepper on there to really start pulling those flavors out. We have found that this is the best way for steaks.
Right, and so we're gonna get right to the process. It's
Yeah.
very simple. It's steak, it's eggs, but we love doing our steak this way, so we're gonna show you how we do it. Let's get to the griddle. All right, while I'm setting up the second angle here, Brett is going to get the oil thrown down on there. And what we're gonna do is wait for the wisp of smoke because we are trying to sear the steak.
We're going to sear the steak.
Because we're gonna sear the steak. We want a wisp of smoke, which tells us that thing is screaming, ready to go.
All right, so I'm gonna put the, I'm gonna do a 2-minute sear per side, and then we've got this thing on high. This thing screams. So we're gonna do 2 minutes. I'm gonna then move it to this lower side for 2 minutes because once we put the food on here, it will lose a little bit of temperature. So to make sure it's on the hottest possible, we're gonna move it over here, and then we'll finish cooking over where we've got it at medium low. Here we go. So,
Oh, yeah, man.
that is what we
That
are
is
wanting.
what we are wanting, loud and clear, dude.
And to help the sear, I'm gonna take this awesome Pit Boss press and sit it on right there. And again, 2 minutes. We're gonna let that sit 2 minutes. So while that is going,
Oh,
and
that
just a bit-
smells
I'm
unreal.
telling you, salt and pepper is all you need for steak. It is absolutely delicious. Now, it is Adam's house, and he wants to put butter on the steak, so we're gonna put butter on the steak for a little added flavor. But if you just go with salt and pepper, you will have an amazing steak.
So it's my house, but I didn't get to cook the steak.
Correct.
Interesting.
You get the eggs. You're welcome.
Even Steven. So by the way, this is a tip we got from Tommy over at Gallery Backyard Barbecue. Cooks some phenomenal food. You got to check out what Tommy's doing over there. Does some incredible cooks. Also has the Pit Boss Ultimate Griddle.
The 5-burner.
It's incredible, right. Again, this is the Sierra Griddle. This is a Walmart exclusive. We love this thing. This is now cooked, what, 55, 56, something like that?
Yeah,
We've got a whole bunch
counting.
of cooks in there, and it's awesome. You've got, what, about a minute and a half, or you at 2 minutes?
Yeah, it's just about 2 minutes. I'm gonna pull that. I'm gonna put some oil down here, and then we will flip-it-doo-dah.
Now the bottom half doesn't get as warm right there, and we are tilted forward just a little bit, looks like, so make sure you get the oil up.
Not too worried about that.
All right. So it's got a little sear. Obviously the bone is gonna block. This is our more tender part right there. So we've got our sear here. Brett's gonna lay that plate down one more time. We're gonna get a little bit more sear, and then we're gonna cook this thing out.
All right, so here we go. I am going to now put a pat of butter down here. So before we lay this steak over here, gonna get a nice little thing of butter here and get it going here. Want it big enough for the steak to sit on, and then we're going to sit the steak right on that pat of butter.
Oh yeah.
And,
And then
that.
Brett,
And in the meantime, I'm going to add a little water. And clean as we go.
so we're gonna kill the heat on this side.
You can see all that was sticking is now not. Now I'm gonna take another little pat of butter, put it right on the top. There. Now, and because when you're done with steak, you want it to sit a good 5 to 10 minutes before you cut into it, we will pull it and then do the eggs.
Oh yeah,
See, look at that nice cut up.
That good colorization.
Oh, it's
right
got
there.
a nice feel to it. All right, it's been almost 15 minutes. Gonna pull it, plate it, and go let it rest. We're not gonna touch it for a good 5 to 10 minutes.
And while we're waiting for that, we're gonna kill the heat there. All right, we got a nice hot griddle here, but we've turned off 2 of the burners, and we've just got the middle one on low now. So what I wanna do is we wanna get our eggs. So the key to eggs is that low heat. All we're gonna do is use a little bit of butter. So I'm just gonna peel it back here, and we'll do 2 at a time, Brett. We'll keep an eye on it right here in the middle.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, another thing with the high heat is it is going to cook your yolks really quick. And with this cook in particular, we want our yolks to be runny.
Yep. Right there, right there. I know most people worry about that yolk breaking. Brett's really big. Don't salt and pepper until
I
after
just
you
lost
flip.
my mind, but he edited it out.
He did, but this is how I do it. All right.
I didn't
little
lose my
salt, little
mind. I was
pepper.
like, "Da-da-da-da-da-da."
He
But
lost his ever-loving mind.
much like Adam did.
All right, so see, we're relying on that lower heat to look at these. Look at those just glide. I mean, this is, what?
They look like infomercial eggs.
He says that every time.
Yes, they do.
Oh, whoops, they're glowing. Like, sorry, the eggs are glowing on the second angle there. Had to turn that down just a bit because they are perfect. That's what happens with perfect eggs, Brett.
Correct.
So we could leave them sunny side up if we wanted to, or we're gonna give these a flip. Look at that, little GBD action. So we're gonna flip them back and put them up here. And do we want the other one sunny side up? I think that'd be prettier, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna do 2 over easy,
And
and
two
then we're gonna
sunny
do 2
side.
sunny side up. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna lay the sunny side eggs up
Right on top,
there.
perfect.
Look at the juices on that steak, by the way.
Man, if we weren't filming, I'd be drinking. Now, real quick, if this is your first time to our channel, you'll notice that Adam's actually cracking the eggs on a flat surface. If you have cooked before and you've done eggs where you're cooking it on like the side of a bowl or the side of a pan, that's not really a good way to do it because the shell could actually break into it and actually puncture the yolk before it even comes out. So you want to do it on a nice flat surface. You'll eliminate that risk.
Right, and since, Brett, these are sunny side up, and I'm gonna leave them like this.
Yep.
I'm gonna salt and pepper them now.
Yep.
So this is another thing, Audible, we thought we were gonna do all over easy, but you know what? I love the look of this, and we want this to be aesthetically pleasing for Mom, right?
Hopefully it'll be made for a good thumbnail. We'll see.
So with these, you're gonna get that perfect little curl up right there. We're just letting that cook through the middle there, Brett. And then I think we're just about ready for some B-roll, man.
I agree.
Let's do this.
I agree.
Let's do this. There it is in all its glory, and there's not much to say. Well, I kind of want to dig into this one quickly. I butchered it. Brett's like, dude, looks like you're butchering it. I did. We're feeding everybody inside
I
with
had
this.
this idea that we're just making these nice, even strips. We could pick it up and eat with our fingers. I was like,
Well, because I thought let's cut up some pieces because we want to take it in and share with everybody.
Of course, it's understandable.
Yeah, and so this thing's massive. So I only intend on eating about a pound.
Yeah.
Of it. But we wanted to get to this. Let me move those eggs on. The egg yolk is just still breaking. But I wanted to show that and just what the deliciousness would look like. But Brett, like we say, it can look amazing.
It looks absolutely amazing.
Like we say, it can smell amazing.
Can I get a smell? Yeah.
Smell, yeah, you can. But if this doesn't taste amazing, then this was all for naught. I already got my piece picked out right there with the egg on there.
I gotta get me some egg. Hold on. Let me get some.
Cheers. I'll eat to that.
My brother.
We cook a steak.
Dude.
We cook a steak.
To
Now,
perfection, do we?
that was from the regular side. I'm coming into the soft side.
All right. Got some of the juices in here. Get some more egg.
There's juices all over the plate. Everything's just swimming. Oh my, that's the side right there. Right there. The juices are just completely swimming.
With the egg adds such a subtle, brilliant flavor to this.
Can I give a little confession?
What?
I think this is my first ever steak and eggs.
I guess as just this, I guess I have to say the same. I've had steak with eggs.
I kid you not, this is the way to do the steak every time. We've done a tomahawk steak this way, we do our filet mignon this way. And now this is how we do our T-bone. Brett was skeptical about the butter. What do you say about it?
Yep.
4 bites into a 1-bite plate.
I swear, I was gonna say, I'm gonna take 1 bite and put it down.
Hey, listen, only you and I know that we were taking it in. Nobody else knows in the house. They don't need to have any.
This is true. This is true.
This really is a very simple one. I promise for
that's so good.
Mother's Day, your mothers, your wives will love this one. Absolutely perfect dish to do. I absolutely loved doing this one, and if this gave you another idea, something else that you can do on the griddle, make sure and give us a thumbs up. We really do appreciate it. It's one way in which you can support the WALTWINS and what we do.
Yep.
Another way you can support us is through our merchandise store. There's a link to that in the description below this video. Our merchandise is brought to you through Digital Promotions, who works closely with Crossroads Missions. And Crossroads Missions does amazing service work. In fact, a portion of all the purchases made through the WALTWINS goes to benefit Crossroads Missions and their service work. Brett, we also have a Patreon.
Yeah, we sure do. Shout out to our Griddle Entourage. We love you guys so much. Thank you so much for your support. If you'd like to show support through our Patreon, that information is down below as well.
Right. Thank you so much to our Griddle Entourage and for everybody just coming in, watching, and hanging out with us once again. We loved this one. I love this one.
I love this one.
This is one of those, when I did the research and I found this one, this is exactly what I hoped it would taste like. You gotta do this.
Exactly right. And if you are a mother, happy Mother's Day to you. You are loved.
Right, absolutely. Thank you so much for all that you do. And Brett,
Yep.
I got nothing else.
Neither do I.
So aside from coming to make this banger for Mother's Day, why else are we doing this?
Because all we do is twin, no matter what.
And with that, we bid you adieu.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
And griddle on!